last New League year, it was totally encapsulated by a tweet by our friend Stephon Diggs, and it said, "The hell going on?" And then we were all wondering, how does one say this? The hell going on? What? How does one say this? We have the same thing with Tyreek Hill, right? Right. We had the same thing with Tyreek Hill, and that came from his response on Twitter to what? When he said, "Am I reading this right?"
Yeah.
It was the trade deadline day.
Yes.
Right? The trade deadline day.
Am I reading this right?
And we found out that we actually got him to say how he tweeted it out. Am I reading this right? Okay. We got him to do that. Because he couldn't believe some of the trades that were being made. So, buried amongst all of our coverage last week and the actual game of Super Bowl 57, we had Stephon Diggs on our air, and we got him to actually tell us what's the inflection of your tweet, and it's a new drop. Go ahead and hit that,
The hell
Mike.
going on?
Do it one more time.
The hell going on?
There it is. Okay, the hell going on. There it is.
That was a highlight for me, I got to be honest.
And the reason why we're saying this is because these are now all applicable to yesterday, Valentine's Day, being the day that NFL Twitter turned into NBA Twitter. We hear this a lot, guys, right? That why isn't NFL Twitter as trolling, nasty, or as catty as NBA Twitter? I mean, NBA Twitter is all that, and that's why it's got its own hashtag, NBA Twitter.
NBA Twitter.
That's why one of the best at it refers to himself as Troel Embiid. You know, like that's the reason why. The potential MVP of the NBA refers to himself as Troel Embiid.
Facts.
So I do hear that. Like, what's with the NFL? Why don't they do this with each other? You know, it's a respect that everyone has for each other. And then yesterday, you sent this in a text exchange. Was it you or you, Chris, who sent it amongst us?
I think it was Chris.
I couldn't believe it. I just responded with, wow.
Yeah.
JuJu's Smith-Schuster,
Yep, it's very funny.
who, as we all know, was the receiver held by James Bradbury, causing the huge, I mean, total fire. The fire that has engulfed the entire NFL world, sports world, as to one of the greatest Super Bowls got ruined by a call, or it was the right call, and calls like that should be called no matter what. And we said, you know, it's the right call, but it shouldn't have been called. I'm hearing, how dare you use your platform to say that refs shouldn't call what they see and all. I mean, it's such a fire. And he tweets out, "Happy Valentine's Day, everybody." And it's a photograph of one of those kids' Valentine's cards that just says, "I'll hold you when it matters most, to and from." And, you know, I see this. My kids write these out for their classmates.
Yep.
You're about to enter those days,
Oh,
you know,
we-
where you
we
say,
did it yesterday.
"Cage, did you do your Valentine's cards?"
Yep.
I mean, it's a photograph of James Bradbury. "I'll hold you when it matters most."
Oh, that's cold.
And this is NBA Twitter coming to the NFL. It's like JuJu's Smith-Schuster. My goodness, read the room. And I love the guy. You know, he's the TikTok guy, and he's the guy who has fun and is funny. He came on the show. He's delightful. But, I mean, read the room. From the fact that talk about too soon. It may never be not too soon. Certainly for Eagles fans, it will always be too soon. And I saw the body language after the ball dropped, and he had yet to see the flag thrown. It looked like, watch it back. He's just strolling right back to the sideline.
Yeah, he wasn't
It's like,
complaining.
he wasn't complaining.
Not complaining.
He wasn't looking for a flag.
Nope.
Mahomes pointed at it because, you know, he knew that what on the spot it meant a new set of downs and that they could essentially run the clock out. I mean, he saw that. Look at his body language. Just, yep, I'm just running back. Yeah, that's the end of that play. I guess we'll kick a field goal. And wow, read the room. A.J. Brown, it didn't take too long for him to chime in. First off, congratulations, you all deserve it. This is lame. You was on the way out the league before Mahomes resurrected your career on your 1-year deal, TikTok boy.
Oof.
He admitted that he grabbed you, but don't act like you're like that or ever was. But congratulations again. And a couple of emojis. TikTok boy. That's next level.
That's just
That is next level. Calling him TikTok boy.
I mean,
Disrespect is real.
That's right. And speaking of
I was
Tyreek
waiting on that
Hill,
mic.
he was chiming in. But Juju responded, glad you were finally able to get all that off your chest after all these years. Good game, bro. And then the thumbs up and then a ring. Oh, my goodness gracious.
brilliant.
salt in the wound.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Tyreek Hill, former chief, like a what do they call it? A railbird when you're looking at stuff and when people are playing craps, they're gambling, they're throwing dice. Just watching. And he wrote back with 2 crying emojis, yo, and then he added Darius Slay and James Bradbury, except for the fact that that's not the real James Bradbury. It's just some random,
Just some guy named James
rando who wound up. I imagine if you go to that Twitter site right now, the tweets are locked. I imagine that poor James Bradbury, wherever that person lives, just that person's Twitter out of nowhere on Valentine's Day just blew up.
Oh man!
So Tyreek Hill's like, hey, and then Slay's like called it weak AF. It's all good though, they won, and then Tyreek chimes in, front runner, bro. So they're all going at it.
So stupid.
Tyreek Hill kept going at it too.
Tyreek's just sitting there eating popcorn
Man
on
played.
Twitter.
He retweets Juju Smith-Schuster saying, "Glad you're finally able to get that off your chest after all these years." Man played victim. LOL. I'm logging off here today.
What is going on?
And then Mahomes. I don't know, like from the middle of Epcot, like wherever he is. I don't know.
He's in It's a Small World right
That
now.
man must just be bored.
Which man?
I don't know.
Whose man's is this?
Who man?
I don't know.
Whose man's is this?
I don't know. Is he referring to his own teammate? He can't be referring to A.J. Brown. I mean, Mahomes knows his own teammate crossed the line. Is he referring to Tyreek Hill chiming in, his former teammate?
The funny thing is, all 3 of us thought 3 different players.
Right.
For the same tweet.
Right. I thought he was talking about Juju.
I thought he was talking about AJ.
Like Juju's sitting at home, playing video games, making memes, and then having fun. Like,
But isn't this what NBA Twitter's about? Like, we're supposed to guess?
we're supposed to guess.
We're supposed to guess. C.J. Gardner-Johnson tweeted out that he has more interceptions than Juju has touchdowns, and so maybe he should play receiver. And Juju responds with big hat.
Big cap.
Big cap? Okay, also big hat. I don't know.
Big hat.
Also big hat.
Big
All
cap.
hat, no cattle. I don't know. Also, I told you in the game to stop all that talking because we were going to come back and win that game. Now help me decide which finger I need to get size for this ring. He's all in.
I mean, he gets to do the talking,
So
though. They won.
Yeah.
I know, but don't do the
Hey, Rich,
Come on,
remember,
man.
if you don't want me to dance, don't let me get in the end zone.
Come on.
I mean,
By the way, Juju is doing you in our fantasy league right now.
yeah, Rich.
Yeah, but it's me in the fantasy league just for fun and content. I know deep down I can get beat by my own son in the playoffs, and he will love that. And out of as much as you hear me talking about our fantasy league,
Which is a
and me
lot.
talking about a lot,
Into
it
a
is
microphone that
admittedly a
goes
lot.
worldwide, as we know.
You would give it up. You would give up the chance to make the playoffs to beat me, and you would give up the chance to make the playoffs to beat me. If Cooper could do it, by the way, who turns 12 today.
Hey,
If Cooper could make it and beat me, you would love that. But I also am doing this just for effect and content.
That's what Juju's doing.
Come on, read the room. The whole country feels it's been robbed that Jalen Hurts, who could have been the MVP of this game, didn't have a shot to tie it or win it. The real James Bradbury, we unearthed his handle, and he responded to all of this at Brad_B21 is all pro, hashtag APJB, all pro James Bradbury is what that stands for. He was second team all pro this year. He had a great year, which is one of the many reasons why the Eagles were not only in the Super Bowl, but had a chance to win it.
All pro. I mean,
Oh my God. So I'm glad, Mike, that we have the new drop from our friend Stephon Diggs.
The hell going on?
Because that describes yesterday. We've never seen Super Bowl winners chirp at Super Bowl losers like this on Twitter, and certainly not after the way the Super Bowl ended the way it ended. Oh, my goodness. And if Juju re-signs with Kansas City, that Eagles at Kansas City game next year is going to be, as the kids say, lit. Wow.
That was fun yesterday. That was great.
I don't know. I'm sitting there shaking my head.
AJ Brown tweet is at 350,000 likes.
NFL Twitter became NBA Twitter on Valentine's Day.
Love it.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.